Hi, I'm Brian from Easy 4x4. Today I'm here to show you how to put the 4-door Jeep rolling cart together. It comes in 2 colors. I'm going to be putting the silver together, but the black is identical in the way it goes together. Now that we have the box open, we're going to lay it out on the table. Now that we have the parts laid out, I'll just review them with you real quick. This is the left base, the right base. This is the upright 4 wheels. This right here is the locking mechanism. We're going to put that together right there. The locks, when you fold it down, are right here, okay? You have a plate, 4 plates right here, and these will be the side plates that you'll be putting these pins on, and it holds the entire unit together. All right, now that we have this done, first thing we're gonna do, we have screws right here and nuts and bolts and washers. So I'm laying these out. You're gonna see these plastic washers right here, and it makes it so everything folds and closes and opens smoothly. So as we do it, there's a certain order that you have to do this. You put this white one on the outside. This one's gonna go here, this one's gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here. So what we're gonna do is put the bolts through, okay, first. After we put the bolts through, we're gonna carefully take the washer and put it right here. So you gotta sort of keep everything really still so you don't keep dropping them. Okay. After we have that done, we're gonna take it and go like this, stick it through the hole, like that, and then we're gonna grab the upright. Okay. So now that this is done, okay, what we're gonna do is put washers on this side. What I'm gonna do is make life a little easy for myself. I'm gonna put a little tape back here to keep this from coming out. If you don't do this, they keep popping out when you put the other plate on. And as soon as I get it together, I'll take it off. So, and it's real easy this way. And now we're gonna take the nuts and put them on. These are special nuts. They have a little plastic inserts. They're called nylocks, and it makes it so once they go on, they don't come off automatically unless you use a wrench. Now that we've done this side, we do the same to the other side. Now that I have both sides done, I'm gonna peel the tape off and throw it back there. I'm gonna put the cotter pins in. Now I'm doing this because I'm gonna start flipping it around a little and tighten it up. And you don't even need to put the cotter pins on that side. This holds it all together. I'm gonna turn it to the side now and put the wheels on. With the wheels, we give you a little centering plate so it fits in like that. So when you put it on, it sits like this, and the nut on, like that. When you're tightening it, make sure it's in position before you tighten it fully. And we're just gonna tighten this one a second, just so I can make sure it doesn't come out. So we do supply you with wrenches. This is a 13 and a 10, but I recommend if you have real tools, use them. Makes it a lot easier. When you're tightening these, being that they have a nylock, they won't come undone, but don't over tighten them. Once it's snug, another quarter turn and you're done. So I'm gonna get the 4 wheels in place and then move on to the next step. Now that we have the wheels on, I flipped it over and I'm gonna put these caps on that we supply just to make it look a little pretty. And if you happen to slip with the door, stops them from getting scratched. You can do that too. All right. Now we're going to install the hinge pins, holders, and also the locking system. They go on the inside like this. What I do is actually, you're going to see mold marks right here. I would face them down, it looks a lot better. Each one has those marks, so we're going to be facing them down, so aesthetically pleased, so it's aesthetically pleasing. So the one on the bottom and top gets the U-bolt washers and nut. Now we're going to take the locking mechanism and put it in. What we do is put it right here, and the U-bolt is reversed, okay? And then what we do is put a plate right here. That right there. We're going to get a washer and a nut and put it on this side. So when we're doing these, we want to make them so they're adjustable, because afterwards we're going to actually custom fit it to your door. If you have a JL or a JK, the height locations of the pins are a little different, so they have to be adjusted. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snug them up, just so I can still move them. And the first one's going to be up here because that's where it's going to end up being. Video. Now this one right here is a little different. This one we always want to move up and down, so we're going to take this nut and we're going to tighten it so it's snug. Now do you see that it doesn't move? We don't want that, okay? So this is still loose right here. And we want to take this nut and make it so when everything's loose, it goes up and down really easy like that. It's real simple. Now, the way it works is when you tighten this one up, okay, now it can't move and it locks your door so they can't fall off while you're moving. So for now, we're just gonna snug that up right here. We're gonna tighten this up. And we're just gonna make it snug because we're gonna be moving it later. Now, being that we have this side done, we're gonna do the identical thing on this side. Now that I put the pins in, okay, we're gonna tighten everything up, and then I'm gonna show you how it works. Once all 4 bolts on this side are tightened, I'll go to the other side and tighten those also. Now that we've tightened all the bolts, like I said, I got them to where they stop, a quarter of a turn. I'll show you how to open and close it, and we'll make sure everything's proper before we bring it downstairs and put it on the Jeep. First thing you do is take the pins off. Step 2, just lift it up. Then you can take the pins again and insert them. And what I always do is I always take one and put it on this side. Okay, you don't need them on both sides. Then I take the other one and I put it in the closest hole. Now I'm ready to just take it outside and try it out with the doors. Make sure they're off. Okay, so we're out here, we have the cart unfolded. And now I'm just gonna make sure these are a little loose, because if you have a JK or a JL, there's a little different adjustment. And I'm gonna take this lock that's right here that we use and put it in the middle so it's out of the way. So If you're a newbie and you just got a JL, you just take out these bolts right here. Okay, there's 2 here. Yeah, I've gone ahead and removed the bolts from every door on the Jeep because this is a video. All right. Then, what you're gonna find, I also removed this bolt that's here also. Okay, I'm gonna actually kick it in, okay? And like that. And I keep it in there for the summer. In the winter, I'll put it back. And another thing that I do sometimes is I'll take this piece of plastic off, but in this case, it's someone else's Jeep, so you just, sometimes there's a little red clip right here, you flip it up, okay, so you don't break your nails. Go like that, it comes off. Hold it a little, and voila. And then the first thing you do is you take this and put it here. Make sure before you do this, your window is down because that's how you're gonna grab your door. The door can go on either side and it faces out. When you're taking your door off, don't take it off like that. Take it off at a 90 if you can. So I'm always pulling that way a little, so when the door comes off, it's going this way. Now that we have this on here, I'm gonna set the door right here, and you'll notice there's a space right here where I can put my hands, right there. And that's why it's open in that area, so it doesn't crush your finger. So Josh is gonna hold the door, and I'm gonna make the adjustments. All right, so now that we have the door in location, we're gonna bring this down. We're gonna bring this up. Okay, and we're just gonna bring it over a little, like this. And you want somebody to be here in case something slips, you don't drop your door. I like to give it about an 1/8 of an inch right here. It's sitting on the carpet, and this way you're not putting any load on this. It can hold the load, but it's better that you're using the carpet to hold the door. All right, now you make sure it's nice and straight. You're not gonna do anything with this. If this was in the way, it'd be hitting right now, and it just makes it really hard to do it, so I keep it up like that, okay? Then what I do is I'll lower this one a little. This one's a little tight, so I'm just gonna lower it, make it easier for me. About 1/8 of an inch right there. Make sure it's pretty straight. And what's good about the Jeep doors, they're both sides, the front and the back, are the same. So they have the same location. I'm gonna tighten this one up. I'm going to make sure this is level as I can. I'm going to tighten this one up. And don't over tighten it. Just enough to keep it into location. And that's basically it. So I have this door set. And what I'm going to do is put down the safety lock. The door cannot come off. And we want to do that because sometimes if I'm rolling it somewhere or I'm adjusting the door, I could hit it by mistake and anything can happen. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, pull this off, take the doors, take this door off. When I'm bringing it over here, I'm going to ask my doorman to help me out again so I can get this set. Now you'll notice I always have the door behind here, and what this does, stops the door from going out when you're walking it or rolling it around. So I'm going to pull this out a little, raise this up so it doesn't hit me while I'm working. I'm going to bring this up about 1/8 of an inch right there. And if you're doing a JL or a JT or a JKU, it's all the same type of adjustment, but just for that door. All right, so I would lock it like this, but now that I have the adjustments done, I'm gonna grab the rear doors and put them into the pin locations. Okay, first thing I wanna do is raise these up so they're out of the way. here, as I'm doing it, I'm pulling out. Now it's easy. Notice you keep your hands here, not here, so you don't crush your fingers. And if you notice, you'll see that it's loose right here. I have to adjust that again. So this is a perfect example how this is too high because this is moving. So I'm going to readjust it. Now it's in. There's a little space. I know I have both sides adjusted correctly when both doors are sitting on the cart. Moving it down, you can see it's tight down here. Before I move the door again, I'm gonna lock it tight, double check everything. We're complete. Now that we've got the doors all set, I put my aluminum tube doors on. What's cool about them, what I like about them, is they have removable panels. You can find these and other great products at easy4x4.com. I'm gonna roll the doors in the garage and go out blasting in the mud.